Well, back to that far end of the home straight, this gloriously appointed arena. And it is time for the men's at 100 metres. It's the first men's Diamond League 100 final of the post-Usain Bolt era. And you know what? His name has hardly been mentioned this year. I think he had a run out for a soccer team today, a professional soccer team down in Australia, but who's really thinking about Bolt? He won here 4 times. The meeting record is his, 9.76 from 2011, but CJ Uja has other matters in mind. He won the Diamond League last year. He's the Diamond League champion. But he has laid one here. It hasn't been the best of seasons for him. By some margin, he's the slowest on paper this year. There's Mike Rogers, world indoor silver medalist back in 2010. He's 33 now, but in great form. 9.89 at the US Championships in the second round. Simbine, the Commonwealth champion of South Africa, goes in 3. Ronnie Baker in fabulous form. He's the fastest man in the world this year, and he's had a brilliant season. He's had wins in Rome, Paris, London, 9.90 in London. And a personal best 9 days ago. Reece Prescott, the European Championship silver medalist for Great Britain, 7th in the World Championships last year, but this has been a breakthrough season. He's done really well right through the season, Reece Prescott. Christian Coleman, world indoor record holder over 60 metres. Remember that incredible run in Albuquerque back in late February. He goes in 6th. Johan Blake goes in lane 7, the 3rd fastest man in history. 9.69 back in 2012. He won here last year in a rather modest 10.02, did the Jamaican. And in lane 8, Isaiah Young, 4th in the US Championships this year, 7th in London. A few weeks back in 10.01. But most of the action expected to be in the middle, and much of it focused on this man, Ronnie Baker, 24 years old. His recent form has been quite amazing. Personal best of 9.87 in Chorzow in Poland just 9 days ago. 2nd in the US Championships in 9.80. He's had a series of sub-10-second clockings as Ronnie Baker. He goes in lane 4. He is the quickest in the world this year. But watch Christian Coleman too, who's in lane 6, 3rd from left. Coleman, who spent much of the season injured, is fresh. He's coming back here. He won in Birmingham a couple of weeks back in 9.94. He is the US champion. Has that world record from the indoors. Uja in 1, Rogers in 2, Simbine 3, the Commonwealth champion, Baker in 4, Prescott in 5, Coleman goes in 6, 3rd from left, Blake 7, Isaiah Young to the left of picture in lane 8. Well, really good start there in lane 3 from Simbine. I thought Baker got left a little bit there, and certainly Prescott's having a tough race. Going brilliantly though is Coleman. Look at Coleman, he's a metre clear, a metre and a half clear. And look at the clock, 9.78 for Christian Coleman. Well, it was but a hiccup in his season, that injury which took out the belly of the season, the middle of the season for him. I said he was fresh, he won in Birmingham in 9.94, what, 12 days ago? 11 days ago? And here he is now, winning tonight. So impressively against a great field. Baker had a terrible start. Very good pickup after that, but just couldn't hold it. And the brilliant season of Ronnie Baker has come unstuck. He did take 2nd place, 9.93. Nothing to be sniffed at. Johan Blake still going strong, 3rd in the season's best of 9.94. But Christian Coleman equals the 7th fastest time of all time. It's a personal best for him, of course. And this young man might just yet step into, in the next year or two, those big vacant shoes from a certain Jamaican who I mentioned earlier. But Christian Coleman, it's his night. That is a very comfortable victory in sprinting terms, Steve. I won't call it a country mile for the 22-year-old, but he won the World Indoors back in March in Birmingham. He wraps up the outdoor season with a big comfortable win here over a fabulous field in this Diamond League final, 9.79.
He's pumped, isn't he? Ronnie Baker got an uncharacteristic bad start. He's never on terms, and at this point he almost gives up, I think. I mean, he still ran on well. Baker himself ran 9.93. But just watch this. Right from the beginning, his reaction isn't as good as everyone else, but he gets into his running very quickly. And it's a bit punchy from Coleman. You know, it's not the smoothest of action at times, but it's incredibly effective. He's got that kind of almost boxer style, hasn't he? Just watch the kind of arm. It all looks a little bit tight at times, but when it goes well, he absolutely shifts along there. So Christian Coleman, it's compact, and it's fast, and it's powerful, and it's impressive.
Well,
9.79, Tim. And as you were saying, they're 7th on the all-time list. You know, when you start to look at the company he's keeping now, in terms of times, everything you're saying there's absolutely right. But isn't it good that there are others in the mix as well?
well, you look at those results, Steve. Maurice Prescott, who started quickly, but his pickup was poor, and he was way down at halfway. He came through for 4th place, 9.99. There's the result. Coleman, 9.79, the 7th fastest time in history. Baker, second, 9.93. Blake still going strong with 3rd place.